What's up guys, Jake with TN Tactical, coming with another special red dot video, and today I've got a new RMR red dot for you. Today we are talking about the AIMWIN PN320, not the P320. This thing won't go off on you hopefully, but the PN320. We are going to talk about this RMR red dot. It is a $200 red dot that just kind of came out in the market recently. They were kind enough to send out to us along with another red dot as well as a flashlight. We'll talk about that here in a moment. They know, hopefully they know by now, that anytime we get free stuff, we tend to beat the piss out of it. So today, we are going to go over the specs features of this particular red dot, zero it as we shoot it, of course, but then we are going to properly beat the piss of it so you can know if stuff like this is worth your time, but more importantly, your hard-earned money. So, let's see how she does. All right, so first things first, we are going to run a few mags through it, see where our zero's at. All right, so go over the specs and features of this particular red dot. So this is, like I said, an RMR red dot that comes from AIMWIN, a sort of new-ish company that I've not really seen too much on until recently. They produce RMR dots and they also perform flashlights. In fact, you can actually get a bundle with the PN320 here along with their 900 lumen light for like, I want to say $289, less than $300, which is the price of a Surefire. Or if you just want to buy this, it's about $200 for just the red dot. It features a 2 MOA dot with a 32 MOA circle around it. Now, like a lot of other companies do, you can actually hold the up button for the brightness on the side here and actually switch between 3 different reticles. You've got the circle dot to start with, and then you can actually hold it and switch to just a circle, and then if you hold it again, it'll switch to just a dot, and then of course if you hold it again, it'll go back to circle and dot. To power all that, it uses a CR1632 battery, and this is something I really like about this, is that it comes in a side loading battery tray, as you see there. Well, hopefully if my focus cooperates. Yeah, you see it. 2 screws go in there, a little shelf pops out, put your battery in there. With that battery, you should get roughly about, they say about 50,000-ish hours of battery life. I can't really tell you exactly what brightness that's on. I'm assuming it's probably on one of the lower brightness settings. Speaking of brightness, it does have 11 different brightness settings, 9 of which are going to be actually for daylight use and 2 of which are going to be for night vision. Like a lot of these dots, you've got your elevation and windage. So there is your elevation and there is your windage there. These are 1 MOA adjustments. Well, surprisingly enough, it's zero right out of the box. At least for me, at least for this particular setup on this dagger on this slide, it's spot on. I didn't have to do anything. Like, that's pretty much right in the center of the A zone, and we're shooting roughly about maybe 25 yards, something like that. Well, let's be honest, not 25 yards, probably more like 15 to 20 yards. But still, that's kind of a surprise, not gonna lie. Good surprise. The height of your sights really do matter, but not as much as it normally does. If you look closely, now granted my slide here, this PSA dagger, it is cut, as you see there, for RMR powering directly, no plates needed. There is a suppressor height sight on the rear and on the front there that actually came with the slide. So if you have those high sights, you can easily use your rear and front sight if you need to, if say your battery dies or something. So that's good. I like that. I don't like it when like you have a red dot that sits so high that you basically can't use your iron sights in case something happens to your red dot, like it breaks or goes down or something. Now, will that work for your regular height sights? No. I imagine this will probably block your regular height sights, just based on what I'm looking at here. The pressure height sights, though, you should be good. Now, all that being said, it's not gonna matter, you know, the specs and features and all that good stuff if it can't hold zero, or if it can't handle just a little bit of bumping and bruising, as we do here on TN Tactical. So, on to that torture test. We just mag dumped the hell out of this thing, and it's a little dirty, so bringing it back. We're bringing back the water test. I don't have a water barrel, but today we're going to cool it off on this nice hot spring summer day. A little bit of water. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh yeah. Ooh. Look at that. Let me pull it in so you can see it there. And watered up. Just let it sit in there. Yeah. I'm just letting the wire just sit in there right where the emitter comes out. Look at that. What should we call this test? You know, we got the tree of damnation. Maybe we should call it the water of damnation. Maybe. I need that water barrel. I need to bring the water barrel back and bring it up here and have the barrel of damnation. That might be the ticket. Behold, the tree of damnation. This is where we take a red dot and we basically use like a hammer, smacking it against the tree. Empty. All that good stuff. I know someone's going to say something. Hammer against a tree here to see if it cracks, see if it holds zero. We'll check after. We'll check after, guys. You know how it is. Get the sides too. Front, back. Oh! Oh, got some bad news. The tree of damnation. It has made its mark. It has cracked the AIMWIN PN320. Now, if you look on top here, I mean, the top here is minimally damaged, right? Look at that. It's not been dented in. It's got little scuff marks here, but nothing really to worry about. Nothing that we haven't seen with other red dots. But, yeah. I can feel it on the inside there. It's definitely on the inside. We will continue testing and checking, but we have to be cautious. I need to get one of those, someone recommended a big old mask thing. I forgot what it was for. I need to get better protection when this happens. Okay, well, I can still use the dot. I can still see the dot, but I don't know if it's going to hold zero. Let's find out. Nope, not doing this. Ooh, just have one big piece of glass hit me right here. Can y'all see that? It's so sunny out here, I can't even tell. Yes, the gun is still loaded. It's not pointed at me, it's pointed in the ground. Don't freak out. But check that out. Do you see that? A big shard of glass just popped out. Okay, AIMWIN, I love you guys for sending this out to me, but we're not winning so far. Let's go ahead and just mag dump, protecting our face so that we don't get hit in the face with glass. Can't tell if it's gotten worse or better, or stayed the same, I should say. There you go, you can see it. Look at that. That's all on the inside. I can't really tell if it held zero. I really can't, because I only shot like one round at an actual rubber target. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Should we drop it anyways? Who are we kidding here? The brick of damnation. This is where, you guys know the drill, we take a fully loaded magazine, fully loaded, and of course the gun, like I just checked there, Seifu, nothing in the chamber. Load the magazine in, nothing in the chamber. We want that added weight of the loaded magazine to simulate what happens if you drop it directly on the concrete, directly onto the red dot. Spoiler alert, it's probably not going to go too well. Let's do one more drop. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. That's going to look awesome in slow-mo. I'm going to show you the aftermath here. Check this out. Yikes. Oh, yeah, I do feel it on the outside. Ooh, that's extremely sharp. Ooh, man, 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 man. Can you guys see that? Look at that. Look at that. All right, so now that we are finished with that, before I give my thoughts and impressions, let's talk about the results. Let's talk about addressing what's going to happen in the comments. Someone's going to look at this video, someone's going to say, oh, dude, tactical, that's not realistic. I can't believe you drop it. People don't just drop it on directly on the red dot. Blah, blah, blah. The reason why I do these extreme tests, the tree of damnation, the brick of damnation, is I want to give you the worst case scenario. No one intends to ever drop their red dot when it's, oh, you know, just falls. It could hit anywhere. It could hit on the side, it could hit on the top, it could hit on the back, it could hit the gun, not hit your red dot at all. You don't know. That's why it's called an accident. So we literally try it in the worst case scenario with the most weight you probably will have in the gun, hence the bullets in the mag, to give you like an idea of what kind of durability you can expect in the worst case scenario. Now this is a $200 red dot, putting it roughly around the same price range as a lot of these other budget friendly red dots that are on the market as well. Do I think this is a bad red dot? No, I don't think it's a bad red dot. I do think it's not as durable as some of the other red dots we've tried on the channel, but I don't think it's a bad red dot. And the reason why is because when I was mag dumping it, specifically for like the intro footage and stuff you guys saw, I went ahead and rechecked the zero and it was spot on. It was just fine. That's your typical everyday use you're going to probably use. I don't think you need to worry about that as far as if that's a concern. I don't think you're going to lose zero. It doesn't seem like it's got any kind of weird circuitry problems where it might short circuit or anything. It doesn't seem like it's got any real issues to it, honestly. But I do like dropping these red dots because I do see a lot of budget-friendly red dots like this one on the market, and I truly feel like that durability is on a spectrum. You've got some that perform really well. They can handle the tree of damnation. They can handle the brick of damnation all day. And you've got other red dots that maybe will break just from the tree of damnation like this one did. But based on my experience and done a lot of these red dots at this point, I think this is a good one that should work for you. I'm just saying I wouldn't use it for like duty use or any serious, like maybe not even self-defense, to be honest with you, because what if you get in a scuffle with somebody and you drop your gun and it breaks? You know, I mean, granted, at that point, you're probably going to be shooting point blank anyway, so it doesn't matter, but it's another conversation. I think this is probably best used for competition, just plinking, range, practice, all that good stuff. They probably market it for the average everyday person that's trying to save some money. So if you're one of those people, this may be a red dot that you want to consider. And for that, I do like it. Wish it was more durable, but I do like it. Guys, that's going to wrap today. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. What do you think about the AIMWIN PN320? I'd love to hear from you. We will see you next time. Now, as you saw from the intro, we just mag dumped the hell out of this thing. Train? Seriously?